Are you a final expense telesales agent and you're wondering how many states do I need to acquire to actually have a chance of finding success? Well, this video is going to give you a transparency on how many states you truly need, what is needed, what is necessary, because it's very easy to spend somebody else's money. And I hear it said all the time that they're being told just horrific advice that has a bad impact on you when you're just trying to make some bucks with final expense telesales. So we're going to get to the bottom here in this video of how many states you truly need, whether you're outbound or even an inbound final expense telesales agent. And then we're also going to really talk about 2 states to avoid so that hopefully you spend your money in the right places. So before I go into this, my name is Jason. I'm your friend in the business, and I'm so blessed to partner and recruit and coach some of the most amazing agents across this nation, selling life, Medicare, and annuities in our national agency here at jasonfinalexpense.com, and free resources always for your taking, including access to resources that can get you some amazing leads at some of the best prices out there. So if you need those resources, reach out. Thank you for partnering, and let's get after it. First off, it's really easy to spend someone else's money, right? You've heard that said. It's the truth. And if you're being told you need 13 to 15 states to start off in final expense telesales, stop right now, take a pause, put your hand on your purses, ladies, men, guard your wallets. That is not good information. If you're an outbound final expense telesales agent, 1 state is great. The only exception here is if you live in New York or in Florida. All right. If you live in those 2 states, low pickup states, and commissions are really low in New York and Florida, pickup rate pretty darn low, and also lead costs are a little higher than other states. So you want to avoid those or you're wasting a lot of time, in my opinion, unless you live there. All right. Always exceptions to rules, right? But when you are dominating the phones in final expense telesales, as long as your state has sufficient population, 1 state is great. I've worked 1 state for a long time, and I could work until the day I tee off this planet and graduate. Let me tell you, I'm just fine in 1 state if you're doing outbound work. You're not going to run out of people to see. Remember, like over 11,000 people are turning age 65 every single day and are going to do so for the next decade. You're not going to run out of people to dial and work to do here. So if you're an outbound final expense telesales agent, one state is great. You need to not be putting your money into this multiple of states and all this extra cost. You need to be putting your money into leads, leads, and leads. More states will not make you a dime more money. More leads will. All right. So you got to remember, outbound agents acquire as many final expense leads as you can, and then leverage your greatest asset, which is your time, into really dialing and smiling and taking care of every lead you can get your hands on. That's going to help you hopefully make more money. But more states isn't going to do a darn thing for you in outbound final expense telesales. Now, if you're an inbound final expense telesales agent, then yes, you're probably going to need around 10 to 13 states when you get going, because you've got to have this funnel effect, right, my friends? You got to have a big funnel that is going to give you the leads on a hopefully consistent basis. And if you only have 1 state, that's not going to work out, because you'll be sitting on your heels and your hands waiting to be handed a lead, because there's not enough people when you're doing inbound leads to be able to sufficiently funnel you people, prospects, leads. All right. So if you're an inbound final expense telesales agent, you're not making outbound calls, then in that myopic event, yes, you're going to need around 10 to 13 of the best states out there. And if you need good states to work, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com, and we'll gladly serve you with those resources. But it's very important that you prioritize leads, leads, and leads, not be prioritizing, I need a pile of states. That won't help you make the dollars. It won't make sense for you. And I hope this keeps you into a place where you can protect your pocketbook and your purse strings as you're trying to just have fun in the final expense telesales space. This industry is amazing, but it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hustle, and you've got to have just grind about you, but you don't need to get a bunch of states. If you work in, let's say, New York, or you work in Florida, fantastic. Get 1 more state when you're brand new, but get as many leads as you can, and then just go capitalize, build trust, bring value, and protect these great folks. They need you. They want you. And remember, you've always got what it takes. So do you need a multiple of states to make money in this industry? Not with outbound. but inbound, yes, around 10 to 13. I hope this saves you some bucks. If we can do anything to be a blessing or a help to you, jasonfinalexpense.com. We'll see you soon. I appreciate you.